If you've been wondering how to put personalized ornaments in your Etsy shop with print on demand, then this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to design for a personalized ornament and how to list it in your shop with Printify. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep on watching. If you're new around here, my name is Ariel and I talk everything print on demand and Etsy, and I show everything that I know from the last 3.5 years of being a Etsy shop owner. I have scaled my shop to 6 figures and I am sharing everything that I know with you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we are in Printify. I went to the catalog and I went ahead and went to the ornaments section. And I'm going to just go ahead and click on the ceramic ornament with the 4 shapes. The reason I'm going with this one is because it's proven to sell really well on Etsy. There's lots of bestsellers and it's good to do your market research before choosing your product. You want it to be a product that has already sold well for other people. That means that customers like it and it's doing well, so that means it's going to do well for you. So you always want to choose something that is proven. Alright, so I'm going to just click Start Designing. And I'm just going to come over here and click on this little information button. And I'm going to just go ahead and grab my print area. When I'm designing for this, I want to make sure that I am creating a canvas that is the same size so that it fits exactly on the ornament when I am uploading it to my product. So it's 954 by 954. And then I'm also going to download the design template. That way we can use that template in our design. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, and then I'm going to come over to Canva and I'm going to create design. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a custom size. And I want it to be the size that we just saw, which was 954 by 954. And create new design. Then I went ahead and uploaded that design template from Printify and I just sized it to my board. And now this is basically the space that we're going to work within to create a design that will fit on the ornament. So as you can see, the red, which is the outline of the whole box here, is going to be the entire size file that you want to upload to Printify. The black is going to be the area of that the full design is going to be printed. So this is, I usually stay within the green because this is getting into, like, if you're looking at the ornament, this is the very edge of the ornament. And then the gray here is going to be the bleed area, which is kind of like the sides that fold over on the ornament. So if you have like a background, then you can put your background color all the way through the bleed area so that it like folds around your ornament. But they say the green is the safe area, so you don't have any weird print and all your print is definitely going to look good quality and going to be in the design. So we want to stay within the green because that is the safe area. Now what I like to do is I like to remove the background, and then I also like to edit it, and we're just going to go ahead and erase this middle part just so I can see what I'm working with better. So I'm just going to erase it really quick. Make my brush size bigger. Okay. So now we have like a blank canvas so we can really see what our design is going to look like. Okay, now I'm over in Creative Fabrica and I'm just going to grab myself some graphics. After doing some research on Etsy, it looks like gingerbreads are really popular and I wanted to add this element in my design. So I found this really cute graphic pack of watercolor, I think it's watercolor, watercolor gingerbread. And I'm just going to go ahead and download it. And you want to make sure that it says commercial and full print-on-demand usage allowed. That means that we can use it in our print-on-demand businesses and we are not going to get in trouble for it. Now, technically with Etsy's rules, you can't just take a already made design and plop it on your product. You have to have a hand in the design process. So we're going to pull from this pack and create a design from it. So I'm going to go ahead and download it. Okay, so I went ahead and uploaded the files from Creative Fabrica, and I'm just going to pick through a few that I think are cute. The design that I'm working on today is going to be for family Christmas ornaments. It's going to be a personalized family. So we can really make this as big of a family as we want, but for today I think I'm just going to do family of 3. So I'm just going to choose which ones I like. Once I have them on my artboard, now I can kind of resize them. I'm having this be like the parents and the baby. So I'm going to go ahead and make this guy a little smaller, and I'm going to just kind of line it up and make sure they're around the same size. It's a little tricky, but you kind of have to eyeball it. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. I'm going to group these together. And that way I can move it to the center. Okay, next we want to add our text. So if you're wanting to use the personalization tool in Printify, just a couple things to keep in mind. They only allow for one text box of personalization, so you can only customize one area. So like if you're wanting to just do a date or just a name, that'll work perfectly. If you want it to be more personalized, you would do all of your personalizations in Canva, and you can still use the personalization tool on Printify. They have a little toggle button where it basically tells Printify that this is a personalized order, so they will hold the order automatically for you, and it will say review needed. So until you click on review needed and go in and replace the design file, that order will not get submitted. So either way, both ways are great. One way is a little easier because you'll change out the text in Printify and not have to re-upload the design. The second way that I was talking about is if you have multiple areas of personalization that you need to edit, you would just go back to Canva, edit those really quick, and then re-upload that file straight into Printify. So either way is pretty quick, but the first way is a little quicker. So I'm going to show you how to do the first way. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the T on my keyboard, and it'll pull up a text box right here. I'm going to move it and make it a little bit bigger, and I'm just going to find a font that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and put First Christmas as family of 3, and that part is not going to be personalized. So I chose a Rimo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's just a simple text that I noticed does pretty well. And you can either make it bold if you want it to stand out a little more, or you could just keep it how it is. I like it how it is. And then I made sure that it's centered. And then we're just gonna, I like to just duplicate that box, bring it down, and then I'm gonna put family of 3. Family of 3. And I'm going to change this to a cursive font because I think that'll look really nice. Okay, I'm going to move this down. Center it. That looks pretty cute. And for this, since we only have one personalized box in Printify, I'm only going to put the year. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to bring it down to the bottom, and I'm going to put 2025. And center it. Maybe I'll make that bigger. There, perfect. Now, one other thing to remember is in Printify, they have font options, and some of them are similar to what Canva has, but you might want to check through Printify really quick with their personalization tool and make sure that they have the font that you're using. So this is a Rimo. and I think they have that, but it's always good to check ahead of time. They also have an option where you can upload your own font. Like if you were to download it from Creative Fabrica and upload it to Canva, you can, or upload it to Printify, you can do that as well. But since this is the personalized spot, we're actually going to delete this. Delete. Okay, so we have everything here that's non-personalized, and we left this blank so we can put in the year where we want it personalized in Printify. So first we're going to click on the placeholder or the template, and we're going to go ahead and delete that. And then we're going to share download as a transparent background and a PNG file, and then click download. Okay, so I went ahead and uploaded what we just created in Canva. This is all of our non-personalized text so that we can add our personalized text here in Printify. We're going to click on personalizable text, and we're going to type over here what we want it to say. So it's just going to be a placeholder, but it's going to be the year 2025, and I'm just going to make that smaller. And put it in the middle, and then we want it to match this text up here. That's why I said it's good to kind of go through these first and make sure that it's a font that matches what you already have in your design in Canva. So the one that I used was called Arimo, and I believe that's a pretty popular font. Yeah, so they have it. So I just went ahead and changed it. Now this text matches our design better. And perfect. Now all we're gonna do is save. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is just add our title. So you're gonna create your title that's 140 characters, do your market research on that, add that in, and you're going to put in your description. Your description should be the same for all of your ornaments. It's just gonna say all of the stuff about your ornament. It should have your shop policies, anything that you normally have in your descriptions. And then you're going to, you can add tags here if you want to. I personally like to add them once I publish it to Etsy. This, since we already added a personalized element in our design, it's telling us that this is already enabled. It said, since you added a personalized layer, when designing the product, it cannot be disabled. So this is automatically on, and in this box, you're just going to type in what you want the customer to type in. So you would just put, please type in the year you would like personalized. Something like that. So the buyer knows what part of the design is personalized. And then you would do your shipping profile, your pricing, everything like normal. I like to hide it in the store first, and I change it to this. I talk about this in another one of my videos, why I do these settings. And I do not use their mock-ups. I use my own really nice mock-ups. And then you would just publish. Now when you get an order for this, how we set it up, it is going to say review needed next to your order, and it'll automatically keep it on hold until you approve the personalization and change out the personalization within Printify. So it's really quick and easy because you do everything in Printify. Coming back to Canva, if you wanted this to be more personalized and you had multiple areas that you wanted to change out the personalization, then you would have to edit it in Canva every time and then upload it to Printify. So for example, say that you wanted it to say the names, say you wanted to say dad, let's do dad, and then baby, I don't know, I'm just, and mom, and you wanted this to be something that they can change out, then I would personalize this part in Canva. And then you can also even do another personalized layer and change the year as well, like that. So say this is something you wanted. As of right now, we can't do this in Printify because they only allow for one personalized text area. So in this case, you would do the same thing. You can upload this to Printify. I'll go ahead and show you the process real quick. Delete that, share, download, transparent background, all the same steps. Okay, so I came over to Printify, I uploaded this. So it's really important to remember, this is just a placeholder. So as long as you have the personalization toggled on, they will not send it to production. So you can just add this as a placeholder, save it like usual. And then when you come down here, you want to make sure that you toggle this on. That is a really important step. You'll still add in the direction for the buyers. So please add the names and the year you would like personalized. It's not supposed to be all capitalized, but you get the point. You would add the instruction for buyers. Okay, I'm spelling things wrong. This is just an example. And then what would happen? The same thing. It would keep your order on hold, and when you're going through your orders, there will be a little thing next to it that says review needed. You'll click on review needed, and then all you will do is you will go back into your Canva document and you will change out the names in here. You'll change out the year to what they want. You'll download it, and then you'll go back and click on the review needed, and basically you will delete the placeholder and upload the one that you edited yourself in Canva. It's still a little extra step, but it's still pretty fast compared to the old way. If anyone knows the old way, it's a lot more steps. So still, by doing it this way, I think is faster, even if you have multiple areas of personalization. I hope that all makes sense. Ask me in the comments if you have any questions, or if this didn't make sense, or if there's something that I'm missing that you guys know about that I didn't add to this video, because I'm still learning too. Every day there's new things on Printify, new updates, things like that. So yeah, just let me know. But I hope this video was super helpful. You would basically do the rest of the process how you normally do. You would go on Etsy, you would edit your listing, make sure everything looks good, and then just publish it. So that's about it. I hope after watching this video, you feel confident to create a personalized ornament in your shop today. Now is the perfect time to be listing for personalized ornaments in your shop. Q4 is right around the corner, and it's not too late to add this product to your shop. It is a big moneymaker. I hope that you take action and go create one and list it in your shop today, but not until after our weekly wins. My weekly win this week is I am just proud of myself for listing ornaments in my shop and not giving up when it's a slow time for me. I don't know if anyone else can relate. I have heard some people in the memberships that I'm a part of say that their shops are a little slow right now. I know a lot of people think that October is the beginning of Q4, and that's when all of the sales are just going to come rushing in, and it's going to be this crazy Q4, but sometimes that's not the case. In my case, that was not the case because I was selling in the teacher niche over the summer, and I was doing a lot of personalized shirts. So I was super busy training a new employee and keeping up with my orders that I didn't have much time to post for Halloween. I did post some listings for Halloween, and I am getting a few sales every day, but it definitely slowed down a lot for me. And sometimes that can be really hard to go through when you're not used to being in sales. I have always worked a 9-to-5 job my whole life, and this is my first year being in sales and owning my own business, and it has been a roller coaster, I will tell you. And the thing that I have kept in the back of my mind this whole time is there's going to be peaks and valleys, and I need to just expect that is normal. I always remind myself it's going to get better even when there's dips, and if you just keep putting in the work, there's no way that you can fail. I have survived a whole year without relying on another job, and I am so proud of myself. I have made more this year by myself than I did at my 9-to-5, and even with the dips. So if you're feeling like it's a slow time for you, don't worry, there's still plenty of time. List, 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 and keep on listing all the way up until Black Friday, especially if you already have posted for the holidays. Just keep on going, keep doubling down on things that you have sales on already, or if you have favorites and likes, and you are going to do great. Just do not give up, believe in yourself, and you can do it. Everybody put down your weekly wins in the comments and tell me something that you're proud about this week, even if it's small. Mine is small. I didn't make a ton of sales this week, but I'm very proud of myself for not letting that get me down, and I am continuing to push, and I know that I'm going to have a good Q4 because of it. All right, I can't wait to hear everyone's weekly wins down in the comments and get to talk to you guys about it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Go out, post your first personalized ornament, or if you already have, keep doubling down, keep pushing. We're all going to have a great Q4. All right, bye guys.